Welcome to today's lesson on speaking strategy. In this section, we'll focus on strategy, an essential part of your preparation. We'll discuss how to create a game plan that helps you manage your time effectively, handle challenging questions with confidence, and stay focused throughout the exam. These strategies will not only reduce stress, but also help you perform at your best on test day. Let's dive into how you can approach the CELPIP speaking test with a clear and effective strategy. In this lesson, we will explore the categories and elements that evaluators take into account in the speaking section. As previously mentioned, all answers are evaluated using the same rating system. We will be examining a condensed form of this system known as the performance standards. We highly recommend that test takers become acquainted with the criteria for scoring to prepare thoroughly for the test. The scoring system is grouped into four main categories called dimensions: content/coherence, vocabulary, listenability, and task fulfillment. Each dimension consists of four specific factors that are evaluated independently. This means that performance can vary across dimensions. You might excel in one, but not as much in another. It's crucial to note that none of these dimensions is considered more or less significant than the others. They all carry equal weight in determining your score. Most importantly, concentrating solely on one dimension or a couple of factors within a dimension is generally not an effective approach for preparing for the CELPIP test. Let's begin by examining content and coherence. In this dimension, raters evaluate how effectively you organize and develop your ideas. There are four primary factors they assess within this dimension. 1. The quantity of ideas. 2. The quality of ideas. 3. The inclusion of examples and supporting details. And 4. The overall organization of ideas. You might be wondering, how many ideas should I aim for? The answer to this isn't straightforward because raters don't count ideas in a response. Instead, they focus on whether each idea is distinct, avoiding repetition, and ensuring that the response feels thorough and well developed. Additionally, raters assess the quality of your ideas. Are they meaningful, clear, and expressed with precision? They also consider whether your ideas are reinforced with pertinent examples and details. Finally, the fourth factor pertains to coherence. Is your response easy to follow, with ideas presented in a logical sequence? The vocabulary dimension, the second area of assessment, focuses on your vocabulary range and how naturally you apply it. The first factor considered is your choice of words. It's crucial to select language that effectively conveys your intended meaning. Another factor is the appropriate use of words and phrases, where raters look for language that fits the context and is used correctly. The third factor, the variety of words and phrases, evaluates your ability to employ a broad range of vocabulary. Strategies include avoiding repetitive language, paraphrasing rather than directly copying from the question, and enriching your responses with specific descriptive details. Lastly, in the vocabulary dimension, precision and accuracy are key considerations. Raters seek words and phrases that clearly and succinctly express ideas. They also assess the accuracy of common phrases and correct usage of word combinations, collocations. While CELPIP assesses everyday English, it emphasizes the importance of using language that is not vague, awkward, or repetitive. Effective communication in everyday contexts requires consistently using appropriate, varied, natural, and precise language. The third dimension we'll explore is listenability. Some test takers mistakenly believe this is the most critical dimension, but that's not the case. Listenability focuses on how clear and fluent your speech is. How easily can your response be understood? The primary factor here is rhythm, pronunciation, and intonation. Rhythm involves the pace and stress of your speech. Pronunciation assesses your accuracy in producing individual sounds, while intonation evaluates the rise and fall of your voice, which conveys meaning in English. It's important to note that raters do not penalize accents unless they hinder understanding. The next factor we consider is pauses, interjections, and self-correction. Pauses, when used appropriately, can emphasize points or indicate the introduction of key ideas, positively influencing your score. However, frequent hesitation at random moments during speech can have a negative impact as it makes understanding more challenging for the listener. Interjections such as and are natural in spoken English and typically occur during moments when gathering your thoughts. Using them occasionally will not affect your score, but excessive use can hinder the listener's ability to follow your ideas. Self-correction is also a normal part of speaking. Correcting errors promptly demonstrates your understanding of grammar and vocabulary. However, like pauses and interjections, excessive self-correction can be distracting to the listener. Grammar and sentence structure are also assessed. Grammar includes using appropriate verb tenses, articles, and ensuring subject-verb agreement. Sentence structure evaluates how sentences are organized, including word order and the use of phrases and connectors. Lastly, the variety of sentence structures enhances listenability. Using different sentence types, short, long, compound, complex, demonstrates your linguistic flexibility, which is crucial for effective communication. The focus is not on technical terms, but on showcasing your ability to vary sentence structure effectively. The fourth and final dimension we examine is task fulfillment. Here, raters evaluate how well you adhered to the instructions provided in the question and whether your tone matches the situation. The first factor considered is relevance. Are all your ideas relevant to the topic? Do they align with the background information given in the question and the tasks assigned to you? It's essential to carefully read the question to ensure you perform well in this regard. Completeness is the second factor. Did you thoroughly address each task? For instance, if you only provide a 30-second response for a task that allows 90 seconds of speaking time, it may be deemed incomplete. Similarly, offering advice for a task and supporting it with vague details or directly copying phrases from the question would also be considered incomplete. To excel in task fulfillment, it's crucial to fully answer each part of the question using your own words and well-developed ideas. The third factor is tone. Some test takers may worry about this, especially if they're unfamiliar with Canadian culture. However, there's no secret to it. Politeness and common sense are generally sufficient to guide you. Tone simply involves using appropriate language and expressing suitable emotions for the context. This includes considering the formality of the situation and choosing language that fits accordingly. For instance, when explaining to your boss why you will be late to work, you wouldn't use informal language. Similarly, when recounting a humorous event that occurred at a party to a friend, you wouldn't use academic language. Tone also means being respectful and friendly, even when conveying criticism or disagreement. It's important to note that questions under this section will never require you to express extreme anger, rudeness, or provide highly specialized academic responses. The final consideration in task fulfillment is the duration of your response. It's simply a matter of whether you spoke for the entire allotted time without being cut off prematurely. Ending a few seconds early or being interrupted during your conclusion typically has minimal impact on your score. However, finishing well before time or being interrupted before completing your response can affect your task fulfillment rating. This overview of the performance standards aims to assist you in preparing for the speaking test. One of the best ways to structure your response is to follow the point explanation example strategy. This approach ensures your answer is well developed and easy to follow. Here's how it works. Step 1. Point. Start by clearly stating your main idea or response to the question. This could be your opinion, recommendation, or answer to the prompt. Make sure it's clear and direct. Example: I believe that traveling alone is a great way to learn about oneself. Step 2. Explanation. After stating your point, provide a brief explanation or reasoning to support your response. Why do you hold this view? Why is your answer correct or relevant? This adds depth to your response. Example: when you travel alone, you have the freedom to make your own decisions, which helps you grow in confidence and independence. Step 3. Specific example or illustration. Provide an example to illustrate your point or explanation. This could be a personal experience, a general observation, or a hypothetical situation. Examples make your response more convincing and show that you can apply abstract ideas to real-life contexts. Example: for instance, when I traveled alone to Europe last summer, I had to navigate new cities by myself, which forced me to step out of my comfort zone and develop better problem-solving skills. So, under this particular structure, this is a brief response we have developed. I believe that traveling alone is a great way to learn about oneself. When you travel alone, you have the freedom to make your own decisions, which helps you grow in confidence and independence. For instance, when I traveled alone to Europe last summer, I had to navigate new cities by myself, which forced me to step out of my comfort zone and develop better problem-solving skills. The introduction, details, and conclusion (IDC) format is another structured format you can use to organize your responses. During your preparation time, use this format to write down an introduction for your answer. Then list 3 to 4 reasons to support your main idea, and then finish with a brief conclusion to summarize your points. Using a structured format for your CELPIP speaking responses is really important for several reasons. 1. It makes your ideas clear and easy for the examiner to follow. 2. It shows that you can organize your thoughts and communicate effectively. 3. It helps you stay on track and ensure you cover all parts of the task. 4. It allows your ideas to flow smoothly and logically. 5. It helps you meet the examiner's criteria, improving your chances of scoring higher. A clear, structured response not only makes your answer easier to follow, but also helps you express your ideas more effectively and confidently. Here's a quick example developed using the IDC format for speaking task 1, which involves giving advice. This is the response. If you're traveling to Canada, I recommend packing warm clothing, especially for winter. Canada's winters are cold, so a heavy coat, gloves, and layers are essential. Additionally, temperatures can vary, so it's good to pack accordingly. In conclusion, bringing warm clothing will ensure you stay comfortable and enjoy your time in Canada no matter the weather. Keep in mind that you can always enhance this response by adding more details and personal examples to make it more complete and well-rounded. When preparing for a speaking test like CELPIP, It's normal to feel nervous. Thoughts like, what if I make a mistake? Or, what if I forget a word? Are common, but staying calm and confident can actually improve your performance. Nervousness often makes us hesitant, causing pauses or slow speech. Confidence helps you speak more naturally, even if you're unsure about a word or grammar. A calm mindset lets you express your ideas more smoothly. In a speaking test, clear communication is more important than perfection. Confidence allows you to recover from mistakes quickly without freezing up. The assessors are looking at how well you communicate, not whether you speak perfectly. Being calm and confident also helps you engage with the task. You'll feel more willing to take risks with vocabulary and sentence structure, leading to more detailed, thoughtful responses. While nerves are normal, staying calm helps you manage stress. Relaxation techniques can help you stay focused, clear-headed, and perform better under pressure. In short, staying calm and confident gives you the mental space to perform at your best. It helps you speak naturally, recover from mistakes, and fully engage with the task.